Jughead. This is Archie. Come over right away. It's a matter of life or death.
Oh, relax, Archie. Relax.
Yes, and you relax too, folks, if you can, because here he is again, right out of the pages of Archie Comics magazine with all his gang, Archie Andrews. Our story today begins with, well, where does any story begin? A difficult question to answer, but perhaps this story begins with a fly. Yes, an ordinary, pesky, buzzing fly. It seems Mr. Andrews was taking a nap on the front porch one sunny afternoon. And there was this fly, circling around and around and around until finally it landed right on Mr. Andrews' nose. So, Dad slowly raised his hand and slapped himself right in the nose. At which point, it was the misfortune of another friend of ours to enter the scene, a fellow by the name of Archie.
Oh, you gotta love me in the morning. Yes, yes, and love me every night. 'Cause a good man nowadays is hard to... Hiya, Dad!
Archie, for gosh sakes.
Gee, Dad, did I do something wrong?
Archie, can't you see that I'm trying to sleep?
Oh, I didn't know that. I just
And
wanted
if
to...
there's anything I hate, it's being awakened from a nap.
Oh, but Dad, I...
Do you care that I work hard all week and now on Saturday want to rest for just a little while?
But, Dad,
you
I only
stomp
come in to
all
say-
over the place, screaming at the top of your lungs. Archie, it's high time you were taught some manners.
But gosh, Dad, all I did
I
was
want you
come
to
in
go
and
out
try-
into the backyard and stay there.
What?
You
But,
heard
Dad,
me. I want you to spend the rest of the day in the backyard, alone. Then maybe you'll be considerate of other people.
Oh, but, Dad,
Archie,
Yes, Dad.
go ahead.
Gee whiz, okay. What chance has a fella got?
Fred. Oh, Fred.
What now?
Fred, I couldn't help overhearing that. Don't you think you're being a little severe with the boy?
I most certainly do not.
But Fred,
Now,
all he
Mary,
did
don't you realize that what I need is peace and quiet? I'm tired, I'm weary, worn out.
But why take it out on Archie?
I am not taking anything out on Archie.
Why, boys leave home for less reason than that.
Leave... Archie?
Well, he might.
Now, Mary, stop dreaming. You know we'd never be that fortunate. Me? Oh, I'm going to sleep.
Hey, Archie,
Hi, Jug.
what's the matter?
Jughead, I'm despondent, that's what.
What did you do now, Archie?
Jug, all I did was walk up to my father and say hello. And you know what he said?
Scram.
Exactly. He said... Jug, how did you know?
That's what my father always says.
Well, this time, Jug, I've had enough. Yes, sir, I've made up my mind.
Gee whiz, what are you gonna do?
Exactly what my father said. I'm going to go away, that's what. I'm going to go far away. In fact, I may never come back. Well, Jug, what do you say to that?
Goodbye.
Jughead, I want you to come with me.
Who, me?
Yes, you. We'll go to some island and live like Robinson Crusoe.
Oh, but Archie, I can't.
Archie. Hi, Jug. What you doing, Archie?
I'm making some plans, Betty. Plans to go away.
Go away.
Yes, Betty, and before I go, Betty, there's something I want to ask you.
Yes, Archie.
Betty, would you...
Yes, Archie.
Well, that is, could you...
Yes. Yes.
Gosh, I don't know how to say it.
Oh, go on, Archie. Go on.
Well, Betty,
Yes.
would you lend me your thermos bottle?
Archie Andrews, you're hopeless.
But all I want is your
Yes, you can borrow the thermos bottle, but if you want it, come around to the delivery entrance. Goodbye.
Well, gee whiz, now what did I say? Jug, I tell you, I'm glad we're going where there won't be any women. In fact, I can't wait till we get there.
Archie! Archie Andrews!
Oh, of course, there's no sense rushing things. Gee. Hello, Veronica.
Hello, Archie. What you doing?
Veronica, I have some bad news for you.
Really?
And I know it'll hurt you, Veronica, but be brave.
Yes?
Veronica, I'm going away to a lonely island.
My goodness. But, Archie, before you go,
Yes, Veronica?
stop at my house, Archie. And
Yes.
I'll lend you my portable radio. Well, I gotta run now. Bye, Archie. Bye, Jug.
Gee whiz.
Jug, I tell you, the more I see of women, the less I understand them. I tell you, I'm glad we're going to live like Robinson Crusoe.
Yeah, but he never had thermos bottles and portable radios.
Well, yes, but there's no sense overdoing it, you know.
Did you want to see me?
Yes, Andrews, I did. Beagle is my name. J.P. Beagle of the law firm of Beagle, and Beagle.
Glad. I'm very glad to know you, sir.
Well, I might as well get right down to business, Mr. Andrews.
Yes, by all means.
Now, it is my unpleasant duty to inform you that your uncle, Ezekiel Q. Andrews, recently passed away and left a sizable will.
Well, that's wonderful. I mean, he did. Oh, poor old Uncle Zeke.
Yeah, that's right. Now, I gather your uncle was somewhat eccentric.
Oh, he was as batty as well, yes, he was a little eccentric.
At any rate, he left a rather strange will.
Oh, really?
Yes, very strange. In fact, nobody gets anything.
What?
That's right. Your uncle made all his money with a chain of cafeterias.
Yes, I know.
And in death, as in life, he wants people to help themselves.
I don't understand.
It's simple. Your uncle left a list of eligible heirs. These heirs can have whatever they want of his property. They have one choice each. All they have to do is turn up on his property and claim what they want. The money, the mansion, the jewels, or whatever.
Oh. Yeah, I see.
First come, first served, but all claims must be made by 10 o'clock tonight.
Tonight?
Now, that's the deadline. After that, all unclaimed property goes to the Australian Foundation to provide pogo sticks for tired kangaroos. Is that clear?
Clear. Oh, yes, it's clear. Yeah.
Very well. Good day.
Oh, just a minute, Mr. Beagle. I might as well go along with you and make my claim right now.
Oh, that reminds me. There's one thing I forgot to tell you.
Oh, yes?
Your uncle disinherited you.
Well, that was nice of the old fella to disinherited me. But he couldn't. I mean, he wouldn't. I mean, he has no right.
However, he did include your son in the list of eligible heirs.
Archie?
That's right. So if your son appears on the Andrews estate by 10 o'clock tonight, he may claim whatever he wants.
Oh, well, in that case, everything's all right. I'll call my son and be down there in 5 minutes.
$5 years, Archie? 5 years?
Sure. Or maybe we'll stay here for 10 years. I like this island. Lots of peace and quiet.
But 10 years is a long time.
Well, what's the matter, Jug? Don't you like our new home?
Well, the rent is low enough, and it's a quiet neighborhood, all right. But don't you think there's too much cross ventilation?
Jug, don't be silly. I see no reason why we can't stay here forever.
I do.
What?
We forgot the food.
Well, what difference does that make, Jug? We can always... The food! Jughead, I told you to take the box of sandwiches.
I forgot.
Oh, well, never mind. As a matter of fact, Jug, I'm glad we forgot the food.
Glad? Why?
Because it gives us a chance to prove to ourselves that we're self-sufficient. Prove it to our egos.
Archie, I'd much rather prove it to our stomachs.
Now, Mary, the main thing is not to let this thing upset us. Not to let it upset us. After all, people inherit things all the time.
Yes, dear. Fred, would you like vegetable soup with dinner
And
tonight?
we have to remember that, after all, I was the first one notified by the lawyer.
Yes, dear. Or would you prefer cream of mushroom soup?
Archie will be home any minute now, and we'll just go down and make our soup. Claim.
Yes, dear. Well, maybe vegetable soup would be best.
Yes, the main thing to do is just to keep calm about this, Mary. I know it's difficult here. I know it's a strain, but try, dear. Just try.
Perhaps chicken soup.
Chicken soup. Mary, how can you talk about soup at a time like this?
Fred, for pity's sake, what are you so nervous about?
Me? Nervous? I'm not nervous, Mary, but why doesn't that boy get here?
Well, he'll probably be home any minute, dear.
Yes, he'll be. Just let's be patient. The main thing is to keep calm. Keep calm.
Fred, where are you going?
To find that boy, Mary, if I have to turn over every stone in Riverdale.
Any luck yet, Archie?
Be patient, Jug. I'll catch a fish any minute now. Yes, sir, this is the life. Just sit here and catch our supper. Oh, can't you see it, Jug? 2 juicy lake trout simmered to a crisp golden brown. So fresh, they'll melt in your mouth. Boy, how I love fresh lake trout.
Archie, right now I'd sell for a stale goldfish.
Jug, don't be so silly. Don't you realize that nature is bountiful? Why, we're living just like our forefathers did.
Yeah, and they're dead.
Jug, will you stop being funny? I'm bound to catch a... Jug, I think I got something.
Oh.
Yeah, I got one. Look at that rod bend.
Hang on to it, Archie.
Yeah, I am. Weighs a ton.
Keep reeling, Archie, keep reeling.
Well, I am. I hope that rod doesn't break. Gee whiz, it feels like a whale.
Don't think I couldn't eat one.
Here it comes, Jug. Here it comes.
Gee whiz.
How do you like that? An old tire.
Yeah. And not even Robinson Crusoe would eat that.
Why, Betty, what brings you over here?
Oh, nothing special, Veronica. I just don't have anything to do.
Neither do I. I'm glad you came over.
Did you hear about Archie?
Yes, I did. In fact, he borrowed my portable radio before he left.
Gee, said he was going to stay away a long time.
Uh-huh. But personally, Betty, I don't really care.
Neither do I.
Sometimes Archie makes an awful nuisance of himself.
Yes, he does.
In fact, it's refreshing not to have the boys around for a change.
I was just thinking the same thing.
I'm sure we can find many interesting things to do without them.
Of course we can.
Well, there's any number of... Oh, my goodness.
What is it?
This package on the table. Archie must have left it here. What? Oh, it's the sandwiches. The boys forgot the food.
Really? Veronica, I've got an idea.
Yes?
Let's go over to the island and take it to them.
Oh, Betty, that's a wonderful idea.
Hello?
Mary, this is Fred.
Oh, where are you, dear?
Downtown. Has Archie come home yet?
No, haven't you found him?
Found him. Mary, I think that boy has vanished from the face of the earth.
Well, Fred, go over to some of his friends' houses. Jughead or Betty or Veronica, and ask them. They're bound to know where he is.
Mary, I already tried that. I can't even find his friend.
Really? Well, maybe they went to the movies. There's a murder mystery playing.
Oh, now, Mary, how can I find anyone in a movie?
Remember the inheritance, dear.
Yes, but Oh, all right, Mary, I'll look at the movie. I'm in a good mood for murder anyway.
Archie, let's go home.
Maybe you're right, Jug. We can start our outdoor life tomorrow. Uh-oh. We better hurry up before it rains.
Archie, I think our outdoor life starts right now.
Why?
Well, while you were catching old tires, our rowboat sort of drifted off. Sort of.
Can it be true? Can it really be true that this glorious love is ours? Tell me, darling. Tell me.
Archie!